I'm welcoming viewers around the world, viewers in Massachusetts, and viewers all over the social media. My name is Ronald and I'm hosting the show called Dialogue with the Candidates. Dialogue with the Candidates is a show that MCTV is bringing for the viewers, the audience, to know who's running for office, to know about their political agenda, their plan, issues they, focus on in order to improve people's life. So today, November 1st, 4 days before the election, we have with us, for the second time, Mr. Robert Sullivan.
Mr. Bernard, thank you for having me on your show again.
Thank you for, accepting our invitation. It's like, as I mentioned, it's 4 days before the election, and thank you for sharing your precious time, because I know like many things you can be planning to do, and you squeeze us, for the show in order to come to talk with the viewer of MCTV. So far, how do you feel about your campaign few days before November 1st?
Well, we've run a very, very positive campaign, issues-driven campaign. I'm really, really happy with the amount of volunteers and supporters throughout the city of Brockton, and actually people that don't live in Brockton anymore that still have family or friends in Brockton. There's been just a really great group of people helping. Every day we have a headquarters on Belmont Street in Brockton, Route 123, and it opens every morning early and it closes at the end of the night, and we're out there working hard. And as a candidate running for mayor, I'm running to represent all people throughout the 7 wards and 28 precincts. So I'm very, very, very pleased. I'm going to continue to work extremely hard up until the polls close. And as you know, on Tuesday, November 5th, the polls in Brockton open at 7 a.m. They close at 8 p.m. So I'm just going to continue to do what we're doing, getting the message out, listening to people, talking to people, and really working hard to try to get their vote for November 5th.
Okay. I give good credit to, people who are running for office. I know it's a lot of work, to put things together and, a lot of work, as I said. So what is the best and the worst moment you would say about your campaign so far?
Well, I think that the best moments, not just for the mayor's race, but I've been a city councilor for 14 years, serving the whole city, councilor at large. What I always think is the best experience is knocking on doors and talking to people. Getting to learn what their concerns are, getting to learn a little bit about them, just the connection. Brockton is such a diverse community, such a beautiful, beautiful cultures within Brockton. It's what makes Brockton Brockton. It's a great place to live and raise our family. I think the best part is to talk to people, meet people, and ask them for their vote. It's something that I cherish. I don't take it lightly. So that's definitely the best. I think the worst has actually been the weather in this campaign. Okay. We've lost so many lawn signs because of the rain and the wind. And you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Mother Nature does what Mother Nature does. And we go and we just fix the signs, repair the signs. But, really why I'm running for mayor of Brockton is to make it a better Brockton, a cleaner Brockton, a more healthy, vibrant Brockton for everybody. So, the best is yet to come, as they say, and I'm looking forward to the challenge up until November 5th at 8 o'clock when the polls close.
Okay, November 5th, next week.
That's right, Tuesday.
So, another question I'm going to ask, it's a well-informed voter is a good citizen.
Yes.
So would you mind to share with the audience about the means you've been using in terms of communication through your campaign?
Wonderful. Yeah, no, great question. So we do different facets and different ways of getting the message out. What I like to do is they call old school politics. Okay. I like to walk the neighborhoods, walk the wards, talk to people, knock on their doors, the face-to-face approach. That's something that I've always done for 14 years. I'll always continue to do that. But we also use social media. We have a great presence online with Facebook and the like. We also do print ad. We have a website, www.electrobertsullivan.com. We do phone books. We have a campaign page on Facebook. I go to the different churches on Sunday and speak to the worshipers. I've been endorsed by many different pastors throughout Brockton, and I've been endorsed by many different unions, the Brockton firefighters, the Brockton police, the Brockton buildings trades, and also I just got endorsed by Local 1162, which is the City of Brockton employees. So there's a lot of different ways to get the message out. Mm-hmm. But what I find that people really respect and appreciate is the old-fashioned approach, knocking on doors. Every day we're holding signs on corners throughout Brockton. Signs are visible. I have lawn signs. I have over 2,000 lawn signs out right now. Signs don't vote. It's the people that vote. But I'll tell you, what we've done is we've run a very positive professional campaign that I'm proud of. And I hope to win. I hope to prevail. I hope to be the next mayor of Brockton. But only the voters can decide that. So it's been a great campaign, positive campaign. And again, as I said it before, we're going to keep working hard for bettering Brockton.
Okay, thank you. All the viewers, you are listening to Dialogue with the Candidates. And we have with us Mr. Robert Sullivan, who's running for mayor for Brockton. So congratulations, you passed the primary.
I did.
And now you're waiting for the big day.
Yes.
So I don't know if you're familiar with the article that was published on Enterprise October 29th.
Yes.
It talks about, Brockton scrambling to plug 6 million school transportation shortfall. So it's a money that's going to be dry up by December. And that money should help, children on the bus to school. So is it something that, you aware of, and what are the measures you think should be taken in order to mitigate?
Yeah, no, without question. I just want parents to rest assured. Mayor Rodriguez has met with myself as the city council president. This is the 4th time I've been the council president, and we've discussed this in depth. The other thing is the former superintendent of schools, Kathy Smith, she came before the city council a while back and mentioned when Mayor Carpenter was still alive that there was a potential deficit, but that the school side, the CFO on the schools, was working with Mayor Carpenter and also the CFO on the city side, and that they were going to come up with a resolution. Unfortunately, the untimely passing of Mayor Carpenter. So right now, this is being addressed. I'm a product of the Brockton Public Schools. I graduated from Brockton High School. My father was a teacher at Brockton High. My sister's a teacher at the Brookfield. We have a wonderful education system. The boys and girls are there to learn. The teachers are there to teach. But I just know as an elected official and as a father, I have 2 children in the Brockton Public Schools that take the bus. I think it's an issue that came out in the newspaper. It is being addressed. It's going to be rectified. And I'm very confident in that because I've had conversations with Mayor Rodriguez about that.
Okay. So I'm going to go for the next another question, which is related to the debate that you had.
Yes.
When I say the debate through the Memorial War.
The War Memorial, yes. The most recent one, yes.
Yes. So in that debate, you focus a lot about your experience. So based on your experience, you mentioned. So how is that going to help you find solution to the problem the city of Brockton is facing, such as economic development, public safety, and homelessness, etc.?
So there's serious issues that the mayor has to face, and I've served 14 years as a councilor at large. I've been the acting mayor. I was the acting mayor just a few weeks ago when Mayor Rodriguez was out of the country. By being the council president, I've served as the acting mayor. I've done 14 budgets, city budgets. I've worked with 4 mayors, Mayor Harrington, Balzotti, the late Mayor Carpenter, and now Mayor Rodriguez. Experience truly matters. I have a law degree. I have a master's in business degree from Boston College. So I've drafted laws that have helped residents, senior citizens, and veterans. I've also worked diligently on municipal finance. I've come up with cost containment measures. The streetlight acquisition saved Brockton over a couple $1 million because I was able to bring that to the forefront. The job of mayor is a CEO, chief executive office, of a business known as Brockton. And it's a business of $440 million, almost $500 million. I have the proven experience. I have the dedication, born and raised in Brockton. My wife's from Brockton. I've worked at the State House as an attorney. I know the state representatives, the state senators. I have that collaboration. To be an effective mayor is to be a mayor of all people that live in Brockton. Now, diversity is a wonderful aspect of Brockton. We need to come together as one to better Brockton. Homelessness is a serious issue, It's a complex issue. We, meaning all Brockton people, need to come up with a compassionate approach. We need to work with our houses of worship, our churches, our service nonprofits. But ultimately, we have to look at the root causes of something like homelessness, drug addiction, alcohol abuse, mental health illness, domestic abuse. Maybe they lost a house in a foreclosure epidemic. What I'm saying is, I believe I'm the most experienced person running for mayor, that on day one, I can be a leader of all the people. Now, I don't have all the solutions. That's where you work with everybody to come up with solutions. And we need to have a safer community, hire more police. The economics, as you said, we need to make sure that economic investment that's started, right now there's over $150 million, 2019, poised for downtown. We need to continue that, but also expand it throughout Brockton. As you know, in Brockton, there's north side, east side, south side, west side, the core. We need to make sure economic investment happens, continues to happen. It helps our tax base. It helps the residents of Brockton. So I believe experience matters, and I definitely have the experience to be the mayor of Brockton.
Okay. And through your answer, you mentioned about diversity.
Yes.
We know Brockton is rich in terms of diversity.
Yes.
How are you going to use that diversity as an asset
to
help Brockton to move forward?
Well, I think it's the number one asset in Brockton. You know, the people in Brockton are what makes Brockton so special. What I know, I only speak English. I don't speak multiple languages. But what I do know this is, during my 14 years as a city councilor, serving the whole city, I have been reelected and I've been supported by everybody through Brockton. It doesn't matter your background, what language you speak, the color of your skin, your religion, your age. It's Brockton people. So if I am fortunate enough to be elected mayor, I'm going to surround myself with what reflects Brockton. People that have different backgrounds, you know, from Haiti, from Cape Verde, from Angola, from the Latino communities, and also, you know, that speak multiple languages. And that needs to reflect in a positive manner so that everybody in Brockton feels included, feels they have a voice, and feels that the leader at City Hall, the mayor, is the mayor of the people and for the people. And that's why I'm running, and that's what I'll do. Because ultimately, the only reason to run for mayor or city council or school committee is to make a difference in the community, which is Brockton, and to make a difference for everybody. And that's why I'm running.
Okay. Thank you. And Mr. Sullivan just, make his points about the diversity, how you can use that as an asset to move Brockton forward. So you are watching Dialogue with the Candidates, which is a show that MCTV, which is Multicultural Television Network, is bringing to you viewers so you can know who's running for office, what are their agenda, and what they plan to accomplish in order, to help communities to move forward. So we are fortunate and honored to have with us 4 days before the election, Mr. Robert Sullivan, who is running for mayor for Brockton. So we're going to continue with the dialogue.
Yes,
and
please.
I have some few questions. So let's talk a little bit about diversity in education. And as you know, Haitians are the second largest ethnic population in Brockton.
That's right.
And French is one of the 2 official languages in Haiti. French is no longer part of the curriculum in the Brockton public school system, as this population has increased significantly after the 2010 earthquake. So can Haitian parents who are watching now this interview can expect a return of the French language in the classroom?
Well, what I think, first of all, is that when the mayor gets elected mayor, that man or woman that's elected mayor also is the chairman or chairwoman of the Brockton School Committee. Okay. What I know is I went to Brockton Public Schools. I went to West Junior High. I took Spanish, West Junior High, and Brockton High. My wife, Maria, went to West Junior High and took French. And she took French at Brockton High as well. I can't tell you why they got rid of that language. What I can say is I don't think it was the right thing to do. What I will do if I'm elected mayor is I'm going to work with the new interim superintendent of the schools, Mike Thomas, who I've known for over 30 years. We went to Brockton High School together. And we need to come together as a community approach and figure out what is the best way to educate our youth. And I think bringing back certain foreign languages is extremely important, extremely important. So what I will do is I will say that it will definitely be a priority. I have to figure out why they took it away in the first place. I don't know what that reasoning is, but I do know that to this day, my wife still loves speaking French, just a little bit that she learned. And I think that it's important. I think it's extremely important to make sure that we have teachers in Brockton that are teaching the young from diverse backgrounds, and the languages that they speak at home or their grandparents speak, that's a language that shouldn't be lost. It needs to be continued. And I will say that. And again, I don't know why they took it away. I don't think they should take it away. And I just have to figure out how we can get it back to the normal, because there's wonderful teachers at Brockton High School and throughout the public school systems. I know right now they're offering Mandarin. They never offered Mandarin when I was a child. It was French or Spanish. And Brockton High School also had Latin at the time. But it's something that I would definitely put as a priority, and we can figure out how to move forward in a positive way to help everybody, all the boys and girls.
Okay. Before we go for yourself to make the case to the viewer, let's me ask you this question about, the mayor in Brockton. It's a 2-year
term.
So what let's say the Brocktonians should expect at the end of, for instance, if you get elected at the end of your 2-year term, what they should expect?
Great question. 2 years goes by awful quick.
Yeah.
But what I will say is, because of my experience and having been at City Hall for 14 years, having been acting mayor, having been the council president, as I sit here now, I am the council president. What I will say, if the voters on November 5th, respect me with their vote, honor me with their vote, and I am elected the mayor, I would be sworn in on January 6th. On day one, I'm going to hit the ground running, as they say. I'm going to surround myself with skillful people, diverse people, people that have the same passion to better Brockton. I will tell you, we'll have a cleaner city. We'll have a safer city. We'll have a better education system. And we're going to have more economic investment. But also the days of walls being up and barriers, those days will be gone under a Sullivan administration. It's about working together as one, sitting together and figure out from a strategy standpoint, okay, the people that live on the west side might have different issues than east side or north side or south side, but they're issues nonetheless. We, Brockton people that live there and pay taxes, expect to be represented by the best. I will be a voice of the people. I will work with the people. The people will be, welcome, open door policy at City Hall. Always, always, always working to better the community we call home. And I will tell you that if they vote for me, they'll be very happy that they did. Because for 14 years, I've been reelected. The last 10 years, I've topped the ticket, meaning I've come in number one. That's not me. That's the voters realizing, hey, Mr. Sullivan is working with us and for us. That's not going to stop. What I am going to stop is the days of the mayor here, the city council here, school committee here. Those days are gone. We're all elected by the people. So the mayor, city council, school committee, we work together. We need to work together, collaboration, and working for the best interest of everybody. And I do want to say this. The people that live in Brockton deserve the absolute best. Brockton sometimes has a bad reputation. It's a city. On the news, you see bad things. We need to start showing the good things. There are great things in Brockton, great public school. Kids that graduate Brockton High School and go to Harvard and Princeton and Yale, go into the armed services, go into the trades. I've been endorsed by many unions, the carpenters, the electricians, the plumbers, the gas fitters, the roofers. They endorse me because they believe I'm the best candidate. The only endorsement that's going to mean anything on November 5th, the voters endorsing me. And I will say this, if I am elected mayor, and I've spoken to a lot of Haitian beautiful people in the churches, and I've said this, even though I'm the mayor of Brockton, I will work with the state reps. Brockton has 3. The state senator, Brockton has 1. And Congressman Stephen Lynch on the federal level. I believe that TPS needs to be extended. Right now, it's poised to be expiring in January. That can't happen. So as a local politician, I'll work with our states. I'll work with the feds. We need to do the right thing. And that's one thing that I'll guarantee you I'm going to work hard. I can't guarantee you because only the federal government can decide that. But as a local Brockton guy whose grandparents came from a foreign country, we need to do the right thing. And that's what I'll do. Day one, through the 2 years as a mayor, if I'm fortunate enough to be elected.
Okay. So thank you, Mr. Sullivan, for being at our platform today.
Wonderful. Thanks for the invitation.
You're very welcome. And I know, as I said before, it's very, close.
It is.
And today it's November 1st. So taking that time to be on our platform, I believe it's enormous, sacrifices from your part to join us and to talk to the voters about your plan and what you're going to do if you get elected. So now we're about to end the show. And what is your ultimate message, like to voters in Brockton, for yourself to make the case to them?
That's wonderful.
Because the election is Tuesday, November 5th.
It is. It is. And first of all, thank you again for having me on your show. We did this many months ago when I started. It's been a long journey. But what I will say is I'm going to encourage all registered voters in Brockton, please, please, please go to the polls on Tuesday, November 5th. The polls are open at 7 a.m. They close at 8 p.m. If you need a ride to the polls, you can call my campaign headquarters or go on my website, electrobertsullivan.com. This election is about the future of Brockton. My slogan is leadership for Brockton's future. I think that means something. I'm a Brockton guy. My wife's from Brockton. We're raising our 3 children. 2 of my children go to the Brockton Public Schools. My oldest boy goes to Trinity Catholic Academy, parochial school in Brockton. We care about our community, but our community needs to do better. We need to do better together. We need to elect the mayor, the school committee, the city council that reflects the citizens. I have worked hard for 14 years. I've worked for everybody in the city of Brockton. I have the experience. I have the proven leadership. I have the educational background with a law degree and a degree in business from Boston College. I want to be the mayor of a city so that we can have a safer community, a cleaner community with code enforcement, an education system where the boys and girls aren't sitting in classroom sizes of 35 people. We need to make sure that the young are being educated and the teachers are able to teach. I want to see investment downtown Brockton and throughout the city of Brockton. Good investment, restaurants and businesses and infrastructure and biotech, things that are going to make Brockton move forward. Brockton's a wonderful city. We have 3 commuter rails. We can get to Boston 35 minutes on the train. You know what? But it needs to be a safer city. If I'm elected mayor, I'm going to hire more police, do community policing, creating a much better relationship with the citizens of Brockton and our police. Have more diversity at City Hall. Have more diversity in our schools and in our fire departments and in our building departments and in our police department. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm humbly asking for your consideration. And on November 5th, this coming Tuesday, my name is Robert Sullivan. I'm number 2 on the ballot. I'm running for mayor. I want to work with you. I want to work for you. Please vote for me on Tuesday, November 5th. Thank you and have a great day.
All the viewers, you've been listening to Dialogue with the Candidate, and we have with us Mr. Robert Sullivan. He's just making his case. And the election is on November 5th, which is this coming Tuesday. So you've been informed, and now it's up to you viewers to make, your informed decision at the poll. Thank you, Mr. Sullivan.
Thank you very much
for coming to the show.
Thank you.
And all the viewers, my name is Ronald, and I'm the host for the show called Dialogue with the Candidates. I will see you for the next show.